seconds to go. Snyder came in, threw him by, and scored a takedown to tie it up at 3 and get the last point scored and get the victory to move to the final. And Golej left here to be in the bronze medal match.
Motaba Golej, 25 years old, did not take part in the Olympic Games in 2020 in Tokyo. He won the Asian Championship last year. Ready to lock horns with Magomed Gajinurov, the 28-year-old from North Macedonia.
That's Batsul ULZIISAIKHAN.
Action blue. Red action.
And ULZIISAIKHAN was able to beat Nurov.
That's right.
It was wrong in the original paperwork that we had. You know, we all make mistakes from time to time, but it's, you know, I was like, that name doesn't really look like the North Macedonian, and but it is the Mongolian.
So the Mongolian gets in there.
Action red.
Mongolia had some early wins during the first day of competition, especially in the middle weights. Now they send out one of their upper weights here to try to get a bronze. A little more than a minute in, the tension mounting for what's coming up next. Russia and the United States. Snyder Sadulayev, round 4. Sadulayev with a 2-1 advantage. He's won the last 2 meetings against the American. Both wrestlers go tumbling down, both quickly get back to their feet. Now, the Iranian has the Mongolian in some trouble. Able to scramble to get back to his base, but there's going to be some points awarded.
Definitely 2 points on the exposure, and very close to a fall for Golej of Iran.
Golej, the Asian champion a year ago, won the Continental title. He was the World U23 champion in 2019. He was named the United World Wrestling's Wrestler of the Year for the U23 bracket that same year. That's how much attention he was garnering, and people really started paying attention to the 25-year-old, and just continued to get stronger. He pushed one of the world's best in Snyder to the brim last night. You wondered how he would recover mentally after such a bone-crushing loss like the one he absorbed, and he has come out really sharp. A 3-0 lead, steering the Mongolian where he wants to in this first period.
Right, Golej really using his head and hands. ULZIISAIKHAN grounded right now because he don't want to give up points, but Golej able to push him out, get to the back, and get 2 points. And the coach is saying, that's all right, let him stay down. You're going to get a 2-point takedown right there.
All Golej in this opening minute.
ULZIISAIKHAN head on the outside on the single here. Golej able to turn the corner and get his knee free, and he's able to pull the shoulder of ULZIISAIKHAN out to the outside. And you know, at that point, ULZIISAIKHAN's just holding on for dear life.
This first period has taken a toll on Mongolia. He tries to come in with a shot, counter beautifully. Now let's see if Golej can get some points with 5 seconds to work. He's close, coming in from the backside, and he will squeeze tightly for 2. And a 7-0 first period barrage from Motaba Golej. The end of the period might have saved the day there for Mongolia because that wrench was tight. He had it locked.
He was ready to go, and at that point, if you give him 10 more seconds, he might have 2 guts and score those last 4 points for the victory.
Looks like they have issued a challenge. Mongolia requesting a challenge, so the review panel will go to work. That gives us time to start talking about what's coming up. The gold medal match at 97, Kyle Snyder of the United States, a duel over Rashid Sajidlayev for the Russian Wrestling Federation. Brian, let's get your initial thoughts, what to look for early on in their fourth meeting.
The time that Kyle Snyder did defeat Sajidlayev, he did not make offensive attacks early because Sajidlayev's defense was so phenomenal on the go-behinds. He waited for Sajidlayev to shoot and got the go-behind. Both of them are masters at defense. And so, really, this is going to be a match of, if you're going to get an attack, you don't want to be on your knees. You have to be up high level. You have to be up into the upper thigh. Sajidlayev gets to the corner so fast when he does get in that Snyder, if he is going to win, is going to need to keep Sajidlayev in front of him. And also, Sajidlayev is a master on top of being creative to get exposure points. Watched him earlier today, and he did some funky-looking things that didn't make a whole lot of sense, but is able to use his unbelievable strength to pull his other athletes to their back for quick exposure points.
That is coming up mere moments away. Challenge lost as expected, so Mongolia in a deep, deep hole here, 8-0. Lead to Iran. Golej and the Iranians in a position to place third, but they certainly have put the world on alert, saying we are back and we are not going anywhere. When you look at their ages and some of their guys that are winning medals this week, they are going to contend for years to come.
Yeah, they're back. Their cadet and junior world teams over the last several years have been at the top. Their training is picked up. They're as close as a team, personally, as I've ever seen, where they run together, they work together, they laugh together. Their coaches are right in the mix with them. They're back, and they're going to be dangerous for many years. And there it is.
Golej finishes it early. Technical superiority, 10-0. Motaba Golej was seconds away from wrestling for gold. He bounces back in less than a 24-hour time frame and puts on a clinic. 10-0, cruising to a bronze medal.
That was a major league kick in there. He looked good from the outset, and he's a big man that wrestles like a little guy, getting to that corner and getting good attacks.